Okay guys, I'm getting ready to assemble these cases together here. I've already put some lube on the bearings, and this red stuff you see right here is a camshaft assembly lube. That's got a real fine grit in it. Will help your new cam and lifters break in. Go over here. I've already got the cam gear installed, and the gear is on correctly because the dots right there are above the slot in the cam. Another way you can tell is that back cam load will be pointing straight down. These bolts right here torqued to 18 foot-pounds. I had to use an inch-pound torque wrench at 216 inch-pounds, and we put a little Loctite on those. That's was instructions I found on the Samba, because all your manuals and stuff don't say anything about this type camshaft with gear on it, so you have to find torque specs in other places. Okay, I'm going to put you all in a stand here and probably leave the sound off for the rest of this assembly. What I'm going to use on these case halves is a ultra black gasket maker, a very thin coat, very thin. And a lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't use that, you should be using Hi-Tac or Yamabond or aviation sealant, but you know, you can use whatever you want. I've had good luck with this in the past, and my engines don't leak, so this is what I'm going to use. That being said, I'm going to turn you off here for a second, and I'll come back on with you in the stand. Okay, one more important note here I want to show you. You see those two little dots right there? There's a dot on that, two dots right there on that gear. That little dot on that cam gear goes right between those two dots. That's how you line up your timing on these. Just want to make a quick note of that before I go any farther. Okay guys, let's see here. Starting to get this engine put back together. Got the cases together, got them torqued, got the jugs and pistons on and the heads. Kind of skipped ahead a little bit here. The battery keeps going dead on my camera while I'm filming, so I apologize for that. I got the cooling tins in there. Very important to put on an engine. Keep your cylinders cool on both sides there. Push rod tubes. When you put these in, of course I've painted these, but they have a weld seam. You want that weld seam on the up side of the engine. This engine's upside down, but that weld seam is down there. Getting ready to put this oil sump on right here, and I'll bring y'all back in a little bit when I get that on. I know I'm kind of skipping around on this rebuild here because I've already done all this once, and I'm not really going into full detail of all the stuff that you have to do this. I got the oil sump back on. My flywheel shims, I've already checked the end clearance on this previously, so I didn't have to do that again. And there's 3 shims in there. And I've got my oil seal installed. Sorry. Got my oil seal installed. Got this cute little tool here that I think I picked that up from CB Performance or Apple Tree or somewhere, I don't know. Anyway, you screw that in there when you're putting in your oil seal, and you can see what it does. It squeezes it in even. But I've already done that, so I'm not going to go through all that again. Just giving y'all an update. I'm fixing to put the flywheel on and get it torqued up, and bring y'all back in a little bit. Okay, getting ready to torque this gland nut on this flywheel. I've got a flywheel lock right here. Another little tool that you can pick up at your parts house online. Got a new gland nut in it. I've got it strapped down to the table. I don't know if this is the right way to do it or not, but I've got box under the head and got it strapped down tight, because this gland nut torques to 250 foot-pounds. Let's see if we can get that on here real quick. $250. Wonder how long it's been sitting here. You think it'll run?
Yeah, it's a Ford.